Good evening, students. So for this video, I'll be showing to you how to solve one of the stoichiometric problems that you may encounter when you are teaching, and this is one of the very important measures in analytical chemistry, the mole. So basically, I would assume that you have already you have already read our module for the mole problems. So we will go directly to sample problem number 1 to show to you um, how we arrive at 0.79 moles. Okay, so when we are solving a problem, it is very essential that we follow we follow the correct procedure. So we will have a procedure on how to solve a problem. So first is we need to identify what are the given quantities in the problem. So what are the given quantities in the problem? Number one, we have the mass of our oxygen. Um, we have 24.0 grams, and then um, what we are going to find, or the required quantity in the problem, is how much moles of oxygen molecule are present in 24 grams of oxygen molecules. Alright, next is solution. So to solve this problem, we must use the dimensional analysis. It's somewhat like converting this given mass of oxygen to moles. All right. First, um, how come? The question first we have to answer is how come yung isang mole of oxygen molecule is equal to 32 grams. Okay, so if you are going to use so you need to refer to your periodic table. Okay, oxygen is equal to yung atomic mass or tinatawag na mass number ng oxygen ay um, 16. Okay, 16. And then, given that one molecule of oxygen is yung yung formula, yung yung chemical formula natin ay O2, so that means 16 times 2. So 16 times 2 is equal to 32. Okay. So kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 32 grams. So, 32 grams. Okay. So kaya yung nakalagay natin dito ay mole of oxygen molecule is equal to, so yung given unit or quantity is 24 grams, then times yung conversion factor, yung given unit natin is grams. So, kailangan yung factor na 32 grams in 1 mole. Okay. 1 mole of oxygen molecule. So, kailangan natin specify oxygen molecule. So, since pareha, yung 24.0 grams, automatic yan. Pag whole number, yung kanyang denominator ay equivalent to 1. Sabi sa law of multiplying fraction, it says that you multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So before natin i-multiply numerator to numerator, denominator by denominator, i-cancel out natin yung mga undesired unit. So since yung grams natin ay so dito sa given unit natin or given quantity ay meron tayong grams, tapos yung conversion factor natin ay may grams, so called out na yung grams, and then so yung natitira na unit ay mole. Okay, 24 times 1 is 24, and 0 divided by 1 times 32 is equal to 32. So 24 divided by 32, this is equal to 0.75 moles of carbon molecule. Meaning to say, hindi siya nakabuo ng isang mole of molecule kasi hindi siya mole of oxygen kasi hindi siya nag 1 mole. So, ibig sabihin, which is correct naman kasi yung given na gram ng oxygen in the problem is 24 grams compared to the equivalent mole measure of oxygen molecule, which is 32 grams. So, ibig sabihin, yung 24 grams of oxygen molecule is about 0.75 moles of oxygen. Okay, so we are done with number 1. So let us move on to number 2. Problem number 2. It is incredible that a mole of hydrogen gas has a mass of 2.0. Try to determine the mass of one molecule of hydrogen gas from the definition of mole. It must be very small. Okay, so from the problem itself, we have to we have to solve the problem based on the definition of mole. Okay, so if we're going to read the definition of mole is consist of 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 particles, which can be atoms, molecules, or ions. Okay, so from the statement of the problem, we are going to identify the given quantities. Okay, first given quantity, 1 mole of hydrogen gas is equal to 2.0 grams. Okay. So, bakit nagkaroon ng, pero to be exact, paano tayo nagkaroon ng 2.0 grams of mass ng hydrogen gas. Okay, other than the thing that or the fact that it is stated in the problem, we can also trace back bakit nagkaroon tayo ng 2.0 grams. Basically, we have hydrogen. So hydrogen gas, okay, hydrogen gas, kung titingnan natin ay dalawang atom. So yung dalawang atom, so one atom, dalawang atom times. Titingnan natin yung ating periodic table. So yung periodic table natin, yung hydrogen, let us locate hydrogen. Hydrogen has an atomic mass or mass number 1. So 1 times 2 is equal to 2. So 2 grams. Okay. So 2 grams. So kaya nagkaroon tayo ng 2 grams. Next. So going back to the definition of mole. Sabi sa definition ng mole, 1 mole of any substance, be it element or compound, contains 6.0 times 10 raised to 23 of any, sabi dito, of any particle, be it atoms, molecules, or ion. So, mole yan. So, yung kailangan natin ay yung value niya in molecule kasi yun yung hahanapin natin yung yung mass, yung mass ng 1 molecule of hydrogen gas. Okay, 1 mole of hydrogen is equal to 6.02 times 10^23 molecule. Okay, fine. What we are looking for is the mass of 1 molecule of hydrogen. Solution. Okay, mass of hydrogen gas is equal to 1, yung isang molecule kasi bakit gumamit tayo ng molecule? Kasi dito sa problem, yung statement ng problem, as we can see, try to determine the mass of the 1 molecule hydrogen. Kaya we will start here with 1 molecule hydrogen gas, okay, times, so since molecule dito, so from the given quantities, ito yung gagamitin natin na denominator para ma-cancel out natin yung unit na molecule. 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 molecules. Okay, molecules. Sorry. Okay, next. So ano ang ilalagay natin na sa numerator? Of course, itong 1 mole of hydrogen is equal to 2.0 grams. 2.0 grams. So bakit ito yung gagamitin natin? Kasi ito yung desired unit, yung grams. Kasi yung standard unit ng mass ay grams, hindi kilograms, hindi milligrams, kundi grams. Okay, moving forward, we will cancel out 1 molecule of hydrogen. The unit molecule of hydrogen, this one also will be cancelled out. This is hydrogen. Next, so matitira ay 1 times 2.0 grams is 2.0 grams divided by 6.02 times 10 raised to 23. Okay, and then 2.0 grams divided by 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 is equal to 3.32 times 10 raised to negative 24 grams. Kaya yung answer natin sa problem na ito ay 3.32 times 10 raised to negative 24 grams. Okay, we are done with number 2, so let us move on to the next from sample problem. If you have consumed 500 grams of sugar with a chemical formula C12H22O11 in 1 week, how many molecules of sugar have you consumed? Okay. Given in the problem, the given quantities, mass of sugar C12H22O11 is equal to 500 grams, and then we're going to find for the value of molecules of C12H22011. Solution. Okay. Molecules of C12H22011 is equal to, given quantity 500 grams times, okay, so let us inspect first the chemical formula of the table sugar. So the elements present in the substance are carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. How many atoms of carbon? So you can spot kung ilang atoms yung present sa substance, no, base doon sa subscript ng ating mga chemical formula. Okay. Okay, for carbon we have 12, yung subscript, meaning to say 12 atoms of carbon. Then for hydrogen we have 22, meaning to say 22 atoms of hydrogen. And then for oxygen we have 11. So next we have to multiply these numbers with their atomic weight, or also known as the atomic mass. Okay, you need your periodic table of elements, and we will only be using the value of the atomic mass or the atomic weight on whole number basis. Okay, for carbon we have 12. Then sa hydrogen we have 1, and for oxygen we have 16. Okay, next step is to multiply the number of atoms and then the atomic weight. Okay, 22, 22 tama, 12. 12 times 12 times 12. 12 times 12. We have 144. 22 times 1 is 22. And then 11 times 16. We have 176. 144 plus 22 plus 176 is equal to 342, and the unit would be grams per mole. Okay, so we have here, kailangan na andito sa denominator yung ating yung ating yung mass. So kailangan natin na ilagay dito yung mass na 342 grams, and then yung mole ay sa itaas, 1 mole, and then multiplied to 1 mole is equal to 6.02 times 10 raised to 23 molecule. Okay, cancel out natin yung mga undesired units, yung grams, and then yung mole. Yung matitira ay molecule. Okay, multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. 500 times 1 is equal to 500. Then times 6.02 times 10 raised to 23. We have 3.01 times 10 raised to 26 divided by, this is 500, whole number yung 500, automatically 1 yung kanyang denominator. 1 times 342 is 342 times 1, 342 pa rin. 342. This is yung natitirang unit ay molecule. Okay, 3.01 times 10 raised to 26 molecule divided by 342. The answer is 8.80 times 10 raised to 23. Our unit, we have molecules. So that's our final answer. So if you are going to state the final answer, so the question, how many molecules of sugar have you consumed? Okay, given that you are consuming 500 grams of sugar in 1 week, you consume 8.80 times 10 raised to 23 molecules of sugar in a week. So that's all for today, and I hope you have learned something, and God bless. Stay safe, everyone.